Welcome back. I sorted our lock-picking problem,
Greetings.
and let's talk
Good work
Revenus.
at Vatican. Jorol is quite... There is another predicament, which I believe you can also help resolve, if you feel ready for it.
Ready, always ready.
Excellent. You have become most reliable, and I assure you that the Council appreciates it. Now, to the matter at hand. In order to deal with the apparent growing problem of necromancers in Cyrodiil, the Council needs as much information as possible. The Mystic Archives have been consulted with minimal success. Guild members are investigating other avenues, but I believe more can be learned here.
What do you mean?
What little we know makes no sense in a larger context. For example, why was Falcar, who we know now to be part of this cult of necromancers, in possession of black soul gems?
Because he is a necromancer?
The Archmage has other reports of these gems being associated with necromancers, but we do not know why. We don't even know what they do. We have overlooked these questions because we are so focused on rooting out the necromancers as quickly as possible.
So what do you want me to do?
I'd like you to speak with Tarmina at the Mystic Archives. She is our specialist on Magica Arcana and has been helping gather information. I believe we have been asking her the wrong questions, taxing her too much with speak with
Blah
her.
blah blah. Let's go. Let's go talk to Tarmina. Mystic Archives. Should be close. Should be one of these buildings. Mysticism magic is a telekinesis spell that lets blah blah blah. Are you Tarmina? No, you Baudry something. What's the time? 6 PM, she should be here. Master of Block has a chance of disarming a recoiling opponent. Indeed, block is good. But it's even better because you can counterattack. Common Soul Gem, Common Soul Gem. Children of the Sky. So Tarmina, that's a name that's usually associated with Argonians.
Walk with virtue, friend.
And similar people. Fortunately, Tarmina is hiding. But Quest Helper should be more than enough to help. Necromancer's Moon. I need to go to Mystic Archives and speak to Tarmina, who is in Mage Quarters. That's logical. But, yeah. She's probably asleep at 6 PM. Ugh. Or she may be working here, in Mage Quarters basement. She could be teaching. Is she? No, she is asleep. Hey, Tarmina.
Look, if you're here for information, I'm afraid you'll have to find it on your own. I'm swamped right now, up to my ears in necromancy.
Necromancer, are you?
Not practicing it, mind you. Wouldn't want anyone to think I was involved.
I was sent to see you.
Oh, no doubt the Council is trying to get you to bother me further. I ran Karanya out of here just a short while. I keep telling them, I can't produce results if I'm not given any time.
Tell me about Black Soul Gems.
Now that is a bit more specific. Finally, something I can respond to. Let me think for a moment. Yes, there's one obscure text that references these gems. I believe it's still around here someplace. Unless the name of the book is Necromancer's Moon. I'm afraid you'll have to find it yourself. I'm so out of...
So,
I believe you'll find...
Yeah, I will probably stop reading, not reading. Stop letting them talk as much. Because it's taking forever. But you can read it, no problem. I believe I saw some of the videos and it might be possible. It might be possible to read without big problems. So Necromancer Moon. Hey! 5 songs of King Wolfheart. Magic from the Sky. Provinces of Tamriel, Real Baron, Zaya. Modern Heretics. Useless. On Oblivion, Manual of Armor. Manual of Spellcraft. Ah, Necromancer's Moon. Brothers and Sisters of the Worm. Yeah, you might read this. It might be useful, maybe, sometime. I found the book Necromancer's Moon. I should take it to Revenus Polis after consulting with Tarmina. Indeed, we shall do so. Yeah, we might buy a house somewhere, because I believe we have the money. But, yeah, wait. First we need to consult Tarmina. Yeah, you might buy a house somewhere, because we need to store some stuff, some of the magical items, which we aren't using right now. But, we shall see.
Good.
Necromoon.
A most interesting text, is it? I am unfamiliar with a shade of... You may take that with you for now, if you wish. Goodbye.
Well, did we really need to consult her about this? That I don't know about Shade of the Revenant. Well, what do you know? So, Revenus. Revenus Polis. All the Roman or Imperial Roman names are kind of cool. Unfortunately, you can make a name out of every syllable possible.
Has Tarmina been of use?
Yes, Necromoon.
Excellent work. I believe this will be of use to the Council. I've never heard of this Shade of the Revenant. If that's correct, then Bothiel would most likely know something about it, as the...
Nobody knows about the Revenant. So we need to find someone named Bothiel. It is night,
Evening.
which would make it possibly impossible, but fortunately we have our quest helper. You are Erlav, and you are Bothiel.
Hello there. Is there something I...
Yes, indeed, Shade of the Revenant.
Revenant, you say? And it represents something in the heavens? It sounds familiar. Ah, yes! Falkar was here some time ago asking about just such a... I'm afraid I didn't have any more advice for him than I do for you. With the... Falkar did leave this behind. I think it fell from his notes as he left.
Hastily scrawled note. We shall see what it is. So what did Falkar leave us as a clue? Recipe... Branvan, hastily scribbled note. Primary sites: the Dark Fissure, Fort Estetius, Fort Lynchel and Vendelbeck. Altars have been raised, and courage have been called. Watch the skies. Once a week his grace shines upon us. Oh, indeed. Guess where we are being sent next? Yeah, one of these places. Possibly all of them. Don't exactly remember. But let's talk to Rep. Where is that a-hole? He sometimes walks around here. No? Damn it. So let's wait until the morning. 8 PM. Why is everybody sleeping at freaking 8 PM? So we are going to root out some necromancers, and we are going for the Shade of the Revenant. Which sounds horrible. But we finally can unlock every chest that we can encounter, which means we are awesome. Ah, here you are.
Hello, well met.
Shade of the Revenant.
So, Falkar expressed in... This lists several locations. The first is the Dark Fissure. If there is indeed an altar there, as the notes go to the Dark Fissure the next time this shade occurs. Please, be careful. Anything you find is of no use. Do not put yourself in harm's way.
Indeed. We will need invisibility for this one. Well, you won't need exactly invisibility, but it will be useful. So we need to go to the Dark Fissure, which is a great name in itself. This. He said near Shaden Hall. Shaden Hall is here? Yeah, Dark Fissure is here. So we can get to Vettison and Next on foot. Journeyman of Sneak can sneak in any boots without penalty. Yeah, we need to get better at sneaking. Slowly. Oh really, we finally arrived somewhere during the day. Which is rare.
Ah!
And no, I'm not a sadist. I like crabs. I like them so much. I made 2 of 1. Oh, this is Swampy Cave. I thought this would be the place. So, levitation would have been so useful here. Oh yeah, it's up there if I remember correctly. We'll need to get up anyway. Might have been a better idea to go to use a normal road, but might be possible to get there this way. On the other hand, it might not. We shall see. Looks possible. Might not be. Ah, yes, we are getting closer. We found the Dark Fissure. Did I miss it? Oh! Zombie. Impaled zombie. Oh, here it is, the Dark Fissure. There is an altar here. Something is horribly, horribly wrong. Necromancers are abound. Barrel, torch, boom. And inside the altar, we should have a black soul gem. So, yeah. So what now? I need to find a Dark Fissure before the next time the Shade of the Revenant occurs. I should be on the lookout for the heavenly lights mentioned in the Necromancer's books. Indeed. Which means we need to find a place to hide. And observe. And what is the best place to hide and observe? Right above the place we are looking at. Indeed, this is where we are. And this is where we will observe from. All the zombies are dead. We have a direct sight on the altar. We will save here. And we will have to wait. Heavenly lights at night. 6 hours should be enough. So the Shade of the Revenant occurs once every week. Indeed, we will have to wait 24 hours every time. Okay, this doesn't look like heavenly lights. Rest. 8 PM. Let's go to midnight. Yes, midnight is at 10 PM. That's what I say, and it must be true then. So 2 more hours. Yeah, no heavenly lights today. Which means 24-hour rest period. Crap. 24-hour rest periods, I mean. So, middas. This will be a lot of resting. And I really shouldn't record it. So, if you are here, what you need to do is to hide and keep resting during the day and look for the heavenly lights at night. So once we get there, once we see the heavenly lights, yeah, these are just the moons of Tamriel. Once we see the heavenly lights, I will be back. Ta-da! About 5 days of rest. And this is what you are looking for. So let's find out what's happening beneath the heavenly lights. We should see a necromancer, but the ceremony doesn't seem to be starting right now. So yeah, yes, here you are. See, there's a necromancer.
The black worm will feast on your soul, mortal.
I've witnessed necromancers creating black soul gems at the Dark Fissure Cave. I need to get this information to Reminus Polus. Vorm Anchorite. So yeah, let's go to Reminus. We are not being attacked, which means we probably should be able to use quick travel. Haha, yes, we are. See, we saw, we came, we saw, and we will report. Once we can move again. Ooh. What? Ah, wrong spell. Now we can move. We are sneaking, that's why we are so slow. So what's going on? Necromancers, there's a lot of them. Some shades of the Revenant are occurring.
Have you been to the Dark...
Black soul gems are being created. Necromancers are going to war.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
By the way, can we buy some good spells? No. So... tasks.
Before you begin...
Alright, advancement.
You become more valuable to the guild.
Blah blah, conjurer.
Accept these robes.
Hey, a robe. Yeah, what is good is that you don't need to skill up as you did in Morrowind to advance in rank. You just need to finish the missions. So tell me about necromancers.
So you saw them. The altars must be infused with some kind of power to change over the soul gems.
Indeed.
I shall pass the news on to the council. Most troubling indeed to know that these are not merely myths. I also fear their numbers may be greater than we believed. You have again performed at...
Blah blah blah. More tasks.
Before...
Okay, more advancement.
You are conjurer...
Magician! More tasks.
Seek out Archmage Traven.
Ah, Traven wants us.
Bye.
So, what was the robe he gave us? Firegreave, Squatch Curse, Heavy Raiment, Robe of the Conjurer, 45 willpower, concentration, destruction. This is useful. This is indeed really useful. We would have more mana, but still the problem is we need this armor, so it can break. That's the big deal. And it looks horrible. So let's go with steel. Orcish helmet. Alright, let's talk to Trebon. So we shall deal with the necromancer threat.
Did you hear what happened to Ruslan and Lurok? One of the watchmen fleeced them for all their coin. Good to see.
Trebon. Hannibal
Greetings.
Trebon.
It is high time that we met face to face, don't you think?
Yeah, he's not exactly
Laminus
bad.
has told me good
Not
things
as bad
about you.
as
You have
Archmage's
advanced quickly and
Threat.
show great
Nah.
promise.
How was
I
he
now
called?
intend to put your talents to a more direct
in Morrowind.
test. I have a difficult...
Blah 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 tasks.
Are you prepared?
Yes.
Very good. The Council of Mages has been aware of the increased necromancer. It had been our position to sit back and watch what unfolded, but that time, most of our information on the necromancers has come from an informant.
Oh, you have an informant.
Yes, and we have for quite some time. Though the information he has provided is limited, it has given us a sense of their scope and power. The Council was initially reluctant to believe the information was reliable, but I fear that our informant is in danger.
Your informant is already dead. You should know that. When informant is in danger, he is already dead. Go on.
The lack of reports from Mucianus has disturbed the Council, and they are now a group of battle mages were dispatched to Mucianus's... I argued against it, but eventually agreed to make...
What am I supposed to do?
I fear the battle mages may mistreat Mucianus if they do not mistake him for one of the many... I wish for you to find Mucianus and... Please, hurry. If for any reason they are unsuccessful, Mucianus's life will be in forfeit. You must go now. And
So where?
Mucianus last reported being sent to the ruins of Nenyon Twill, south of the White Rose.
Very well.
I shall...
Let's go.
Make
Ruins
haste.
of Nya 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 Nyu.
Mucianus is in danger.
Archmage's lobby. Lucianus is in danger. Yes, we are the grand champion of the arena. Indeed, you know us. Oh god. Can't carry anything. This is so annoying. So much. So grr. It's just so grr. We'll sell the Claymore of Pain. There's no reason for it right now. So give me a second, I will sell everything we can and we shall embark on the road.